everybody, Grant Dermody here with another harmonica lesson for you. So we finished the track on chords and how to make chords sound good, and it seems like the most popular one was chord melodies, and I'm glad that was a fit for so many of you. That's really great. So I hope you're having a lot of fun with that, and keep doing that, and keep doing all the other stuff too from the other videos, because we will keep coming back to making chords sound good and showing you how important that is in the context of everything that you play. So next up is single notes, and so with single notes we're going to be talking about tongue blocking, because tongue blocking is important. So there's a ton of debate about this, and I realize this. I've been playing the harmonica a long time, and I've heard from a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of different opinions. Basically, all I can do is pass on to you what I do. I do both. I pucker and I tongue block. A lot of times I'll pucker the bottom 3 holes and tongue block everything else, but not always. It depends on what I'm doing. I think that there's things that you can do on the harmonica with tongue blocking that you can't do if you don't tongue block, and those things are worth doing. In fact, they're part of what makes the harmonica so much fun to play. I also think that, especially on higher pitched harmonicas, the higher up you go, if you tongue block, you're going to get a more rounded, more muted kind of tone and sound. And again, I'm completely aware that a ton of people would debate with me on that one, and I really don't want to get into that, but that's just my opinion. If you have a different opinion, that's completely fine. But since this is a harmonica lesson, and since I'm the one teaching it, I'm just going to pass on what I know and what I do and what my opinions are about the instrument that I've been playing and teaching for a very long time. So let me show you a tune. I mean, the best way to do this is just to show you, and so I'm going to do that today. I'm going to show you a tune where I incorporate a bunch of tongue technique and a bunch of different ways to make the harmonica sound bigger and fuller. And then in the next lesson, which will be coming soon, I'll show you how to do all those things. So I'm playing a key of A Marine Band harmonica right out of the box. It's not modified in any way. And I want to remind you, please, to subscribe, please like, please share. What that does is that kind of gets the algorithms going kind of in my favor and helps me out a lot. So I appreciate anything that you can do along those lines. All right, so let's take a tune. I really like to play country blues tunes. I like Chicago blues a lot too, but I really like to play country blues tunes, and I like to play old-time fiddle tunes, and I really like tunes that are right in the middle of both of those genres. So here's a tune called Boll Weevil. Normally I play it in the key of C on a low F harmonica because that's the best place for me to sing it. But since I'm doing everything with an A harmonica for these lessons, I'll just play it on the A. Okay, so here's the melody without anything else happening. Okay? I would play it a lot faster than that if I was performing it. And there's not really a lot going on there. It's just single notes. And single notes are okay, but the harmonica can do so much more than that. So I want to try to do that. So the first thing I want to try to do is fatten up the sound. So what I'm going to do then, instead of playing a single note melody, I'm going to play an octave melody. So I take the top note of the melody, I stick my tongue on the 2 holes to the left of that melody note, and then I also play the note next to those other 2 notes. So I'm blocking off 2 notes with my tongue and blowing out of both sides of my mouth to get 2 notes at the same time. Well, that sounds cool. But what I do then is I start with the chord, and then I flip my tongue onto the harmonica. That's called a tongue slap. And so I start with the chord, slap my tongue on the instrument to get the 2 single notes, and that gives me a really cool attack. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Now, The next thing that I'm going to do is in the spaces between the melody, you know, in where there's silence, I can either let the silence be silence, or I can do something chordally to kind of move the tune along. So I'll show you what that sounds like. So this part, I'm just taking the melody note and I'm widening my lips out a little bit to make it intentionally sloppy. Some people call it a dirty note. I call it an intentionally sloppy note. And that just kind of gives it a little more bite, and it makes it just kind of makes it a little more nasty and mean. And this song's about the Boll Weevil, which is a nasty, mean little critter. Okay, so I'll play the whole thing for you, kind of at that tempo, and then I'll play it kind of up to speed so you can kind of see what's going on. All right. Okay, so you notice I'm not doing anything with my right hand. I'm not shaping the notes with that at all. Everything is breath. Everything is tongue. Okay? So here's what all of that sounds like, kind of up to speed. All right? So again, the techniques that I'm using are tongue slaps. Starting with a chord, slapping my tongue on the instrument to get the octave. How do I get the octave? If I'm trying to play 1 and 4 at the same time, the 1 hole and the 4 hole, I'm going to block off 2 and 3 with my tongue and blow out of both sides of my mouth to get that. In this case, the melody starts on a 6-hole blow, so I'm going to play 6-3 and block off 4 and 5. And here it is up to speed. Okay, Boll Weevil is the name of that tune. You can find it. It's the first cut on my album Sun Might Shine on Me. But again, I do it in the key of C using a low F harmonica, not an A harmonica. So I wanted to show you what tongue blocking can do for you and the use of the tongue on the instrument can do. If I didn't have that with that song wouldn't have sounded nearly as good as it did, in my opinion. Other people may disagree, and that's fine. So, next lesson, which will be coming soon, I'm going to show you how to do all this stuff in more detail. And we'll kind of talk about ways to practice tongue blocking, ways to practice octaves, ways to practice intentionally sloppy notes. And we'll do that for a little while, and then we'll get into bending. And then from there, the sky's the limit. We can just take off and do blues tunes and all kinds of tunes. So, Grant Dermody, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing. And I will see you next time. All right, bye.